Sheffield.
You're listening to Live-ish on BBC Radio Sheffield. I'm Bernie Clifton. My guests are Paul and Barry Chuckle and Kelly Ann Sharman. Let's see now if we can find some happy news of the week. Kelly.
Oh, do you know what? I'm happy all the time, so I think it's my baby kicking, actually. That's happy news for me, because he's kicking a lot. So,
Tell us about your present situation for our listeners.
I'm 28 weeks pregnant.
28 weeks.
Yeah, and he's a boy, and he's going to be called Noah, and his middle name, my dad's called Noel, as you know, I adore my dad. And my dad's called Noel, so I've named, his middle name's going to be Leon. So, Noah Leon Sharman. Bernie Clifton.
But that's great, isn't it? Because the naming process now, fellas, Paul and Barry, when we were young, they were traditional. You were named, you know, it's like going back to you were named after your dad or your granddad, weren't you? And then this craze started with like the Beckhams. They decided to call the children named after where the child was conceived. You know, like Brooklyn and what was the other one?
Market Tavern.
Market Tavern. Tell us, that's really happy news. Happy news. Barry, have you got any happy news of the week?
Happy news, the weather, actually. Nice weather for a change. 2 days of summer. I've been out in the garden doing a bit of gardening. I love the gardening, yeah. So that's my happy news this week.
That's happy enough. Paul, happy news?
A bit miserable really this week.
He's always a bit miserable, yeah.
But I mean the 28 weeks pregnant and all that, I love that. I remember, you know, when my kids, you know, when me
when you were 28 weeks.
No, yes. No, when my wife was pregnant and the youngest one went up to her and said, "What's that, Mum?" She said, "It's a baby." You see, you know, it was only 2.5. He said, "How did you get it?" I said, "Your dad gave it to me." He came to me and said, "Dad, you know that baby you gave me, Mum?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "She's eating it."
I wonder if anybody in the audience has got any happy news they'd like to share with us. Gentleman on the front row here, tell us your name, please.
It's Bruce.
Sorry?
Bruce.
Good guy. Bruce, what's your happy news?
Well, the charity autograph book that you've kindly signed for us for next weekend's charity ball. Last week we went all the way to Derby to get Formula 1 driver Jenson Button, and I managed to get him to sign it.
Wow. Now, I have to tell you that Bruce is a very, very marvellous hard worker for charity, and you've got this big book with hundreds of autographs in, and you go around the country?
Yeah, well, I've travelled as far as Manchester, Derby, down to London, and it's travelled all over the place.
And next week it's being auctioned?
Yeah, so hopefully it'll raise lots of money. And,
what's the event next week?
It's the Shannon Bradshaw Trust, and it's a comedy night. There's Ricky Kay, one of the acts, is going to be on there, and it's just a whole night of laughter and fun and entertainment. Hopefully I'd like to get the Chocker Brothers to sign it afterwards if possible.
Wow. So, sure will.
Thank you.
Round of applause for Bruce. More happy news.
Mr. Clifton.
Oh, gentleman at the back.
Yes, I've got some happy news.